Ducky recently released a new cotton candy keycap set that includes 108 keycaps made of double-shot ABS and the SA profile. Of particular notice is the fact that this keycap set comes with proprietary keys needed for Ducky's popular 1-2 SF. Unfortunately, before this point, the only keycap set that Ducky produced that would fit this board was the Tfue set. The challenge with finding a keycap set for the 1-2 SF was the 1U Alt and FN keys and the correct row height for the delete, page up, and page down keys, not to mention the extremely uncommon 2U right shift key. Anyway, Ducky's new cotton candy keycap set retails for $59 on mechanicalkeyboards.com and comes with all the keys needed for standard keyboards with 60%, TKL, and full-size layouts. We're going to be unboxing the set and testing them out on my Pure White Ducky 1-2 SF with the updated Cherry MX red switches. Let's go ahead and get started. The unboxing experience for these keycaps is quite comparable to what you might expect from other Ducky boards in that the box is made of cardboard and has the same form factor, except on the front of the box you'll notice that it spells out Ducky with a plastic transparent window, and as you can see here, a lot of the keycaps have kind of fallen out of their cardboard tray during shipment, but no big deal, we'll put those back in the tray once we open it up. Taking a look at the box is really not much else to offer as far as details. However, on one side of the box you'll notice that there is a little bit of product identifying information. Here's the product number, the barcode, as well as a little description there. For some reason it looks like this sticker is cut out unevenly, so not a really nice appearance, but it's just a sticker, so no big deal. And then taking a look at the back of the box, you have this Ducky icon with the Ducky logo spelled out in that gold embossed lettering, so that looks quite nice, but it's a pretty straightforward box. So you just have two tabs here at the front side and they'll open up just like a Ducky keyboard. So let's go ahead and open it up. Alright, so here's a first look at the keycap set, and in my opinion these look absolutely amazing. I think they go well with pure white boards, but they should go well with the classic duotone black and white board as well. The keycaps kind of resemble more of a chalky, soft pastel color rather than something bright and neon. Go ahead and grab one of them here. So they are made of an ABS plastic. They should be really durable. They are double shot, as you can see there. As far as the texture goes, it does feel kind of smooth. I really honestly don't feel any texture at all really. These are in the SA profile, so they do have a little bit of contour to them, and they are going to be a different profile than the OEM profile that you find on most of the Ducky boards. So that's going to be different, but I'm excited to put these on my 1-2 SF. I think they're going to look really nice. Now, as far as the packaging goes, there is a little bit of foam padding here along with a thin cardboard sheet. So that's the tray that the keycaps are encased on. I would show you more, but I don't want to knock over the keys. So there's that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the second tray. It has all the keys that you need for other layouts, your TKL, your 1-2 SF, and your full-size layouts. It looks like they included another accent key right here. It is in a pretty sharp, bold purple color with an orange legend for the Ducky mascot. Unfortunately, I can't see myself using this as this is a completely different color scheme than the rest of the keycaps. But regardless, it is a nice addition if you want another accent piece for your keyboard. So there's that. Those are the rest of the keycaps. Again, for the 1-2 SF, one of the major keycaps that we're going to need is the right shift key, which is 2 unit, and the FN and Alt keys, which are 1 unit, and then these are the correct row heights for those 3 productivity keys on the right side of the 1-2 SF. So this row of keys is for the 1-2 SF in particular. The other keys are for TKL and full-size boards. As long as you have that cross MX style stem, you should be good to go as far as keycap compatibility. So I know that's a question that I get quite frequently. If you have any questions about the compatibility of this set with your keyboard, go ahead and drop a comment below and I'll get back to you. But other than that, guys, let's go ahead and put these on my 1-2 SF and take a look. Actually, before we get to that, I want to take a quick look at my 1-2 SF board as it is right now. So here it is. This is the Pure White edition. I think it looks really amazing. I have most of the stock Ducky keycaps on there. As far as the current Alt and FN keys, they are 1U, and I am using some Tai-Hao rubber keycaps, so that's what I have on there currently. And as far as the arrow keys go, I have some pudding keycaps from HyperX. All these I will link in the description below if you're interested in purchasing those. And then the only accent keycap that I use out of the box was for my delete key right there. So that's my current setup. I just want to show you guys before I put on the new cotton candy keycap set. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so I just want to pause for a moment and just kind of give a comparison between OEM profile and the SA profile. So obviously these are a couple of example keys from the number row. Just look at the massive height difference. So as far as my first impressions upon swapping just a few of them out, I have to say the texture is quite soft, so that might be a hit or miss depending on who you are. So not necessarily a pro or con, but it's definitely going to provide a different typing feel and sound. So I'm really excited to put these on and just compare them to OEM. So we'll get to actually do a pretty awesome side-by-side comparison with the stock Ducky PBT keycaps. Should be pretty good, but let's go ahead and finish the install. Alright guys, so here is the finished product and it looks absolutely amazing. So definitely looks really good with the Pure White 1.2 SF theme. I'm sure it looks good with the classic 1.2 SF and mini, but for certainty on the Pure White editions of those keyboards, the looks go really well. So the soft pastel colors with the white just looks absolutely amazing. So I'll go ahead and give you guys some of my first impressions. It's been a long time since I dealt with keycaps of this profile, and one thing that I noticed really quick was how deep these keycaps really are. It almost seems like the keycaps are hollowed out to some degree, so I feel like this is going to affect the sound a little bit. And you'll notice here the stems are quite long as a result of this tall profile. So obviously as a result there was a little bit more wobble with certain keys that utilize one switch and no stabilizers. For example, let's go ahead and take a look at the caps lock. You can maybe see that right there, but the caps lock key tends to teeter back and forth quite a bit because it doesn't have stabilizers. It rests on one switch and it's a big 1.75 U key. Another thing is the typing experience is definitely significantly different than OEM and Cherry profiles. So if you're going from these kinds of keycaps to this keycap, be prepared for a drastic change. Just a FYI on that. But as far as my first impressions on the keycaps themselves, I think they look amazing. They feel amazing. The fitment on the Cherry MX stems was on point, so it didn't slide on too loosely. It was a pretty good form, tight fit. No complaints about that. I did notice a few keycaps that did have a little bit of dye on the bottom edge of them. I don't quite understand why that is, but it's a kind of unsightly appearance, but not really noticeable until you actually get in there and take a look. But other than that guys, let's go ahead and do a sound test to compare these cotton candy keycaps to the stock keycaps on the Ducky 1.2 SF. Alright guys, so I spent quite a bit of time with the keycaps, and at first I wasn't sure if I was going to get used to that essay profile, but shockingly after a few rounds of typing tests, I managed to get my speed up to my usual 100 to 110 words per minute. Now let me go ahead and give you guys my final review on the keycap set. The keycaps definitely do feel like premium quality. I tested the wall thickness of several keycaps with my calipers, and on average for the stock Ducky PBT keycaps, I got about 1.35 millimeters, and on the outer wall of the Cotton Candy keycaps, I got 1.36 millimeters. So pretty minimal difference. And I say outer wall because as you can see here at the top of the inside of the keycap, you have ABS material from the Legend, and here I got an average thickness of 2.37 millimeters. Other than the thickness and weight of the keycaps, the other quality standards were pretty excellent. I didn't notice any significant flashing, nicks, or unevenness with the edge of the keycaps, and there were no broken or missing stems. There was only significant wobble with the larger keys that lack stabilizers. Other than those, the 1U keys and all the alphas were very stable with minimal wobble. One of the things that I particularly liked about this essay profile is the extra curvature on that first row. It was especially easy to hit those number keys as well as the backspace and delete keys. Although the keycaps are not backlit, I did not find myself missing that feature as the Legends were pretty easy to pick up on. And if you're putting these on any of the Ducky keyboards with a white backplate, the RGB is still insanely bright. Now one other con that I found is that there were some inconsistencies with the weight of the font for some of the keys. For example, the Legend on the left shift key was noticeably more thin than the Legend on the right key. Other than some of the Legend inconsistencies and keycap wobble, I really found myself enjoying the typing experience with these Cotton Candy keycaps. I'm still on the fence about using these for gaming, but as far as general typing and productivity, or for those interested in trying something new, I definitely recommend these keycaps. I think at $59 these keycaps are phenomenal value. If you guys are interested in purchasing them or other products, please use my creator code LILRICEMUNCHER at mechanicalkeyboards.com to support the channel. Other than that guys, that pretty much sums up the video. If you guys have any questions at all, feel free to drop a comment and I'll get to you as soon as I can. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up button and support the channel by subscribing. I gotta go eat some rice. I'll see you guys on the next one. This is LILRICEMUNCHER Gaming, signing off. Thanks.